Hallo und herzlich willkommen. Es ist Mittwochabend und wir reden heute über Sean's mustache. Because these guys can't close their mouth while we're doing the intro.
I think it makes us more personable.
Ah, okay, yeah. So, welcome to the Pirates Cove and yeah, good evening, everybody. Nice that you guys tuned in.
Hello.
And also good evening to our guest, Lucky Ogbevoen. Welcome to the show. Applaus, Applaus, Applaus. Servus für alle, die schon eingeschaltet haben. Elias, Silent Raider wieder dabei. DJ Fu natürlich. Da Chlor, App, Sunny, Blackie, Football. Schön, dass ihr alle da seid. Onkel Charlie, Elias, immer dieselben. Geiler Scheiß, dass ihr wieder dabei seid. I did Scheiß, right? Sorry for that. Rewind.
This is a family show.
Uncle Charlie, Hobby Daddy.
First question of the day. How are you feeling? How was your day? How are you? Lucky.
I'm relaxed, pretty chill, to be honest.
You have to talk louder so that
Okay.
this thing goes in at least into the yellow.
At least to the yellow.
You gotta
Yeah,
project
okay.
your voice, Lucky.
Okay, I got you. I'm pretty relaxed. Didn't play too much against Berlin. Let the backups play a little bit. So, yeah, I'm not banged up or whatever against
Nice.
Berlin.
What have you done today?
Just had a lift in with my teammates and just watched a lot of film for Hamburg this weekend.
Sean, how was your day?
Same, very similar. I got a lift with my teammates.
Lie.
Watch a lot of film for Hamburg. That's part's
That's
true.
true,
Actually.
though.
Yeah, that part's true.
That's true.
And the other part's true too. No, I had a good day. Good day. Can't complain. Had I think we're building something good. Game plan and they're tough, but I think we're doing a good job.
We will talk about it later, obviously.
Paul, how are you doing?
I'm not doing so fine actually because
no.
my back hurts.
Oh no.
Did your neck hurt?
No, my neck not. The reason for it is that we tried. We were for a hike on Sunday, and we tried that our little son walks by himself.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And half the way
Big mistake.
No, half the way it was perfect. He was walking, he was discovering everything around him. But then on the way back, I was in a rush because it was close to kickoff. I wasn't traveling to Berlin. And I said, hey, let's go. We need to go. And then I grabbed him and carried him for maybe 15 minutes on my shoulders. And since that, now. And today is the day, and I thought it will never happen, but I changed from a sitting working table to a standing working table. So I know that it's more healthy. Everybody should do it actually.
Absolutely.
But yeah, now with 31-year-old,
We can do the show standing, I think.
I mean that would be funny, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey,
hey,
that'd be good.
no, but I'm okay. I'm all right. It's not a Bandscheibenvorfall. I hope not, and so I'm fine. A couple of you guys already wrote it in. First of all, congratulations, Lucky, to your invite to the IPP program. I think it's a big honor for you. And
It is. It's
For
a
sure.
really big deal.
it makes
sure.
us proud, and you guys see it in the background. There it is. This guy
Maybe
made
the
it.
other hand, or-
Made it also through this program, and now is in his third year with the Giants. So big opportunity. Alrighty. Before we talk with Lucky and about Lucky, we will obviously do the review of the Berlin Thunder game, last regular season game, and the preview for the semi-final playoff game against the Hamburg Sea Devils. First question, Lucky. How was it? How was the travel? How was the game in total? How were the team very nervous? Because I mean, for the people who don't know, Lucky's playing linebacker. Defense was challenged the week before against Frankfurt, and I think in Berlin you guys showed really the heart of your defense, right?
Yeah, I would say we didn't start with the first play. We didn't start as we wanted to, but we just said, all right, let's start to play Raiders defense football, and we did it in the 3-4 quarters, like remaining of the game. So, and with the bus ride, with the Beats to Street buses, it's always like living like a rock star, like AP said, just like you can just chill. You have your own lounge area. You have 2 TVs in the bus. So
you guys had a meeting at Berlin in the bus, right?
Literally, you just have a meeting. You don't need a hotel or everything to set up. You just like wake up and just take 3 steps down there and just have a meeting with your whole group.
Yeah.
So it's actually always away games are fine with the Raiders.
Nice, that's good. Sean, besides the comfortable travel, how was the mood of the team? How was the approach actually on game day? Because it was a do or die game.
Yeah.
And I was just watching the game, and I was super nervous.
No, I don't think the team was that nervous, even when we had the not very good start, because, you know, like you touched on the defensive start, but the offense wasn't much better with a 3 and out. And it was just kind of like, oh, okay, you know, this
can be a long day.
Yeah, but no, it's more like, well, this is not the first time this has happened, or you know, something hasn't gone our way. So I think the team was pretty relaxed the entire time before the game. The team was really relaxed. We got there pretty early. You know, the linebackers and defensive line, or maybe the entire defense met, but you know, the offense took a nice walk around the stadium. It's a really nice area, and just kind of got to spend some time together before the game. It was really nice. The weather was beautiful. No, it was a really nice experience, and yeah, we ended up playing really, like, I don't know, is it 48 minutes in a game? We played 46 really good minutes of football.
In 60 minutes, we play 50-minute quarters.
Blech.
You forgot that.
I was doing 12-minute quarters. So we played all but 2 good minutes of football, let's say it that way. No, it was a good experience, and I don't think the team was too overwhelmed with it being a do or die game, although it was very important. I think we were very confident.
And from the outside, it exactly looked like it. Outside of these first 2 minutes, you guys handled it pretty professional. It was at the end a clear result, and yeah, we showed our strengths on all sides of the ball. Yeah, what has Niklas Gustav been drinking these past few weeks? Unbelievable how he performed in the last few games. Yes, he's getting better from week to week. My theory is that also the addition of Thomas Schaffer helped a bit. So maybe the offensive line has to concentrate more on blocking the interior defensive linemen. So Niklas has room to rush and make good plays. But also, we're going to watch it in a second, how he handled this one option play where he had to tackle for loss, or even his sacks. He gets better every week, and he's a student of the game. He's in the office every day. He's watching video. Yeah. He is really an intelligent player and can read maybe his opponents better than. And yeah, this is what you want at the end of the season, or step by step through the season. You want to get better. Yeah. And you want to play your best football at the end, right?
Exactly. I haven't told anybody this, but he approached me a couple weeks ago and you know, asked for some advice, like, hey Sean, how you stay in such high peak performance throughout the season, and what do you eat and what do you drink, and you know, so I gave him the nutrition plan. I gave him my nutrition plan, really strict, and you know, my workout routine.
Yeah. So what are you eating for breakfast then?
You know, if you want to pay the rate that Nicholas paid me, €1,000 a minute, I can give you the details. So, you know, I don't want to take anything away from him, but I think, you know, my secret sauce really helped him in the long run. But he's been playing really good football. But the defensive line as a whole, I think, you know, has been playing very, very well for most of the season, to be honest.
Yep. I would say we go into the highlights.
Sure.
We're watching the highlights. Let's wait till this.
You know, it's funny that Nicholas is such a nice guy that after that play where he did
he dapped up Kroll.
Yeah. That was funny.
Just a bunch of nice guys over here.
Hey, I tackled you for loss. Good job.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go into the highlights. Thank you to Chio Tortillas.
Who is that? That guy's getting a lot of face time.
This Chris Azalea, I think.
Okay.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He was also in the IPP program because like his face came very familiar to me the first time I saw the highlights.
I
was
feel
with
like
the
I've seen
Ravens.
it before.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of face time.
Yeah.
Chuka not wanting to field the ball. That's a highlight. I think they always show the opening kickoff right away, right?
Gotta get your 10 minutes in.
We were 3 and out, and
that
then
was
this happened.
that was the first play.
Yeah.
He's been good all season.
I mean, he was leading
Robin?
receiver of the GFL in 2021, so this guy can play.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they caught us off guard, and then offense started.
The Chuka and Bonatti show, huh?
Yeah.
Rushing for 280 yards.
Good rushing offense. I think in total it was a high yardage offensive game by us,
Yeah,
right?
just what they were giving us, and kind of they have a really good pass rush, and obviously adding Dominique and having an American safety, it's the run game that I think we could expose.
Yeah. In the interview,
That hurts.
there's the
Boink,
forced
the
fumble
little
by
peanut
Lucky.
punch. The Lucky.
What? Did you try really to punch the ball out? or-
Yeah, I'm always trying to punch the football out when I'm tackling players.
The more impressive move was the spin move on the side judge.
And the side judge? Yeah.
But here you can see it again. You come then from behind.
Because you
Football
see,
from the
you
side.
see, if you're holding the ball not to the sideline, it's gonna be 80% a fumble. So
That's why you got 3 points of contact.
No, great play. Then recovered by us.
and CJ again.
Yeah. Nice ball.
You could at least do it a little bit.
Well,
It was really
I
like,
was like, hey, CJ's way
it's like
faster
one.
than-
Yeah, but it's like one of those things. Like, don't overthrow it. Don't overthrow it.
couldn't finish with a touchdown, but one of 3 field goals attempt and the only one we made. But
How about the Finky?
I think he's like,
3rd game in a
Really?
row, he's leading receiver.
yeah, he's a really underrated receiver, I think.
Yes.
Because like he's always like, if AP or Schneider doesn't show up, he's the next day.
Great blocking here on the outside and then room for Tobias Bonatti.
Lucky, get off the camera, bro.
What was this like?
Yeah.
Smells?
Bro, yeah, we cleaned it up. And yeah.
Ruben took your touchdown.
And now a Shelton to Shelton pass.
I don't even know why you throw
Hey,
it so
Manuel,
far.
thank you for your follow.
Yeah, I got. Wow.
You got caught in the game.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But he took your touchdown.
Hey,
That
can
was
we talk about the Shelton to Shelton pass?
I don't want to talk about Dominic pissing me off. Although that was a very good tackle. I'm just glad they didn't put the Kitchens interception on here, which I don't know how you don't do that.
And here's the play of Gustav. But if the quarterback would kept the ball, I don't know, there was room for him. If he played the option right.
No,
right?
he should have. He definitely should have pulled it. But it's tough when a D end attacks the mesh point that fast.
Yeah.
It's really hard to read.
And yeah.
Yeah, Schumann, big body.
He's a large individual.
Didn't he play CFL too? Or was there for an international tryout or something?
I think for an international tryout, but I think he stayed then in Berlin. Played for.
I think he's Aquaman's stunt double.
Okay. That's why he didn't play it in the CFL.
Yep. Bigger
A
opportunity.
great strip sack here by
How did we end up with that ball?
well, because the offense, you will see it in the slow motion. The offensive
Goose tried to pick it up, but he failed, and the O-liner failed too.
yeah,
Number
popped
7 there.
Good thing the
His belly.
Schaffinator was on.
Yeah, and then Schaffinator just came in and just clutched it.
I got the ball, coach.
Yeah.
I have the ball.
Yeah, I got the ball.
But great play here, boom.
Yeah.
Great coming around the edge, and then with his long arm, he strip sacked
Booms.
the quarterback.
We got to work on recovery fumble drills.
Already told it.
So this was 17-10 was the halftime result. We stopped them in their first drive at the second half again with
it was
our
good
defense.
to see us
and
have a
then,
really strong third quarter.
yeah, and then here
And then the bullet pass.
to
And
Ruben.
Ruben Sabo. That's fucking
It's already
goal.
his second touchdown, I think, this year, right?
No, it's
No?
no, it's his first touchdown.
Is it?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. because if number one scores, you're gonna
hear
you're
it.
kill
You're
me
gonna
with
remind it. But yeah, it was heavy personnel, so some defensive players were on the field. And then a nice return by CJ. And he got tackled by the kicker. There it is.
But the kicker is a very good football player.
Yeah, I mean, he shook you.
He shook me almost. Almost.
I was like, oh no, Lucky. Oh no. And then you stripped them. I was like, okay, good.
I had to redeem myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, an air ball to Lucas Fink again.
He's fast.
Great catch. Good ball control, feet control. And then little play action here. Ball over the middle to AP. And
I didn't even know
they had
how he got in.
Problem to tackle him because he's also a machine and just walked into the end zone. And I think at that point,
we're not very good celebrators as an offense.
We just do our job.
You, Ferrari, and Lucky had the best celebration.
You and Lucky?
Ferrari, and Ruben, sorry, had the best. As an offense, it's kind of like, hey, we did it. Hey, we did it.
I think, yeah, because like you have Schneidy and AP, they're not the celebrated guy.
No,
good job.
Not. Everybody just kind of puts their arms up like, woo.
Elias is asking why you, Sean, or why you did played.
No,
in the fourth quarter.
I think it's more of an operation thing, just to make sure that I get reps with the rotational players too, because it doesn't always happen. So that if it's a scenario that we have to call them in later games, we have those game reps, and the play calling becomes conservative to kind of protect me. But there's so much communication that happens before a snap, and it's really good that they get game reps with me as well, and not just when it's like, okay, Leo is in and all the recruit. And it's unfortunate for Leo, but those things are actually important. Yeah. And
of course, you didn't took the risk, like you didn't run the ball by yourself. And
I did once, and then Ruben got mad at me. Yeah, because it was like it was a miscommunication. And again, this is why it's good to get these reps. There was a miscommunication between me and a player, and he didn't do what I wanted him to do, so I had to pull it to protect the running back. And then I kind of just ran and fell down, and then somebody jumped on me. Yeah, so that would be a good example of a game rep that it was good that I had with this player.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go into the stats. Big attendance. I followed a little bit Berlin's way through the season. They got more and more fans there. How was it? Was it loud or was it?
The stadium's not really designed to be loud.
With the track thing, right?
Yeah, but I would say on the where the fans were, it was pretty loud. So if it be overall, like everywhere,
it
was a good environment.
And I like the entrance through the fans.
No, they do a lot with the fans actually, and then the fans came down on the field. In the fan section after the game,
like had a little party there.
Yeah, exactly, and had a little DJ set up and everything. I thought it was really nice. It's just the stadium is so open because it's built for athletics too, that it wasn't very loud.
But we talked about the offensive yards and rushing in special. So 471 yards in total, 283 yards rushing. I think that was our best rushing game this year. And which brings us to, maybe on the offensive side, we can pick out CJ and Toby with great rushing games.
When you average 12 yards a carry, you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. And then Lucas Fink again.
95 yards.
With 4 catches, 95 yards, 1 TD. Again, leading receiver for that game. And on the defensive side, somebody mentioned it. Niklas Gustav again with a sack and a total of 6.
Schaffer line with
Schaffer had a good game. And I think in total a great team performance outside maybe of these first 2 minutes, but in total we can be really happy with that result. Luke the Duke AT, whatever. Do we see Lucky 2023 in silver and black again?
I think the only way he's silver and black is when he's with the
Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas.
That's the problem. The damn NFL keeps taking all this Austrian talent.
Yeah, exactly, Elias. There's silver and black in the NFL in another film. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Okay, what we want to do now quickly, because it was the last regular season game, let us quickly check our season total stats, because we were as a team not that bad in some categories.
Offense is number 1, or
In yards, maybe not points. I'm not 100%
No,
sure.
we are not. Points, we are not. Is it
One touchdown short? We should have scored that touchdown at the end of Berlin.
And then we were
Week 3.
But we are in total yards, we are the best offense.
Yeah.
And also, what is really important, I think, I don't know if it's in here, we allowed
few sacks.
I don't know where it is. Maybe somewhere else.
In between,
But
yeah.
also the defense got better and better from week to week. And in points we are 4th, but I think in total yards we are 2nd. Yeah.
Okay.
Rush defense is 2nd. Pass defense,
I think we're top 4 on almost everything.
and
I think even top 2.
we can.
Yeah,
we can
but I
see
think
it
the only
here.
thing was
Yeah.
takeaways.
Yeah.
Pass defense we are 5th, and kickoff return yards and sacks we are 7th. Making sacks or getting sacks?
Making sacks.
Making sacks.
No, I think we let up the least
Yeah.
amount of sacks.
But let's quickly also check the individual, and with last game, Sean,
You almost missed it.
you broke the 3,000 yard line in passing yards.
The 2 picks really hurt my stats.
Yeah, but you were still you played all the games, obviously. Jadrian Clark with only 6 games has less, and all these, let's say.
But Jadrian had a crazy month. Sweet Moses.
Who?
Yeah, he just
He was
came
playing
in.
Madden.
Yeah, he just came in and shocked.
Yeah, he was
everybody,
playing Madden.
yeah.
He put up dumb stats.
Jadrian Clark,
Jadrian Clark.
Düsseldorf ran
Oh, yeah.
They won against Frankfurt again.
Yeah, he put up dumb stats.
But great stats here, and maybe
Running back, our offensive skill
this
players
is
don't.
really.
I just hog all the stats and I distributed amongst them so nobody else gets any more shine. That's fine.
We will talk about later also about your brother, but how is it to have less tackles than your brother? He even didn't play every game.
I would say I played every game, but at the second half, I didn't play games no more. So I let
And it's only 5 tackles.
Yeah.
He never got rotated out.
Yeah.
But he didn't play one game, right?
He didn't play one game, but still, if you're
That's a
playing,
different position too.
I wouldn't say it depends on your position, but you can still make tackles.
Did you have more interceptions than that?
Yeah, for sure.
Just
I
the
had
one, right?
I just had one.
Did he have any?
No, I don't think so. He didn't have. But he's leading in TFL. He got more TFL than me and more tackles than me. But in any other category, I'm better than him.
Shout out to our former teammate AJ Wendland. Crazy season.
Yeah, I guess it was okay.
CJ, if you're watching this, hey, good
Almost
job.
14
Good job.
tackles per game. It's crazy.
Good
It's
job.
okay.
He was all over the place, and 159 tackles. Basic.
You gotta produce 159 tackles and be healthy.
That's the
year
thing.
round.
Stupid.
Good. Yeah, this brings us to some questions we have. In another, the Raiders have the 2nd best run defense in terms of yards and the 3rd best in terms of TDs, and now face the Hamburg Sea Devils number rush offense. Will be exciting matchup. Exactly. Sean, was it actually your first completion on a Shelton?
No, actually, my first completion ever was to my oldest brother. So I played with both of my older brothers, and one was a tight end and one was a fullback. So
So it happened before the
it happened multiple times.
But you played fullback too.
I played fullback before high school, yeah. So My middle brother, when we played together, he always played defense, and I think he played guard in Little League, and I played fullback. But my oldest brother, there's a big enough age gap that I didn't get to play with him until high school, and he was my first like 3 completions. I played as a freshman. I was 14 and everybody else was 18, so I was just like catching the ball and throwing it to my brother.
Did you ever throw the pass to yourself? Like, did you catch the deflected ball?
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. No.
Okay. Hamburg, gentlemen. Playoffs, baby.
Yes, sir.
We are in. We secured with the win against Berlin the 4th seed. We are absolutely happy. Let's talk about Hamburg.
Yeah.
What comes to your mind if somebody says we play Hamburg? What do you think is typical for them? What is?
Yeah, they have the #1 rushing offense, and we just have to stop them. Number 7, Glenn Tonga. He's a pretty good running back, and their O-line is also pretty good, and the quarterback is also solid German kid who can really throw the ball. So we just have to stop number 7. And then everything else is gonna be covered from our DBs and secondaries. So
the focus obviously will be on that.
It's gonna be stop the run, stop the run 7.
Interesting scenario offensive wise in Hamburg is that they have 2 German quarterbacks which share also snaps. It's not that one is the #1 and the second one. It's maybe game situational that they decide who's playing. So this give them the opportunity to have, with Glenn Tonga as a British running back, to have 2 American receivers, right?
So they got 2 US receivers.
I'm a fan of the tight end too.
Of Kruse? Yeah,
I think
he's very solid. He's gonna be a key factor for Hamburg against us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just have to try to stop them. 7 and 44. It's getting into the flow a little bit. Start rolling, because I think in Hamburg, if they get a little bit on us, then they're gonna expose us very well in Hamburg, because they are playing at home. Fans are gonna be also a key factor in there, because it's very condensed. So it's gonna be very loud, even with 3,000 people in there. So we gotta make a good job for that. I think for offense it's gonna be worse.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough this week.
No, we have our hands full. That's for sure.
Before you start, Sean, you talked after the Berlin game. You said some nice word about Kyle Kitchens. Then you got asked about
Kyle Kitchens is the worst.
respective words. Let's say this.
He's the worst.
Yeah. Wait, worst in a case of playing against him, because he's a very good football player.
No, he's a menace to society. He shouldn't be allowed to play anymore.
Because I didn't even know how he caught that.
No, he's a problem.
Yeah,
he's a giant problem.
And on the German live television on RAN, you got asked about now Edabali, former NFL player for the New Orleans Saints. Also have impressive stats, I think, against Barcelona. Their whole defense had 12 or 13 sacks or something.
Crazy. Everybody had 3 sacks.
Crazy game. But we talked about our offensive line, and maybe you can guide us a little bit through our keys or ways how we can handle this defense and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest difference between Hamburg's D-line and what we face against Berlin is Kyle Kitchens is an outstanding individual talent, obviously. And not that he's not surrounded by good football players, he is. But Hamburg's about 6 or 7 deep of guys who can really play, that are tall, that are long, athletic. I don't want to mess up his name. How do you say it again?
Kasim Edabali.
Edabali, thank you. I don't want to, he's obviously a phenomenal football player, but it's not that you can just spend so much attention on him, because the other guys are going to eat you up too, if that's the case. So, but if you just let them pin their ears back and pass rush, it's going to be a really hard day. And, you know, I think we're much more two-dimensional or multi-dimensional than Barcelona is. You know, as you can see in the team stats that we talked about, we have a really good rushing offense as well, which helps slow those guys down, which is what eventually we did to Berlin as well. And, you know, when you start double teaming guys and kicking guys out and using leverage and using their speed against them and screens, although Kitchens intercepted my screen, you know, when you start doing those things, they can't just go. You know, they have some things to look at prior, and so I think that'll be important for us to be multidimensional on offense and not just one-dimensional. But also, you know, I think our passing game is a little more catch and throws, quick game, taking advantage of the linebackers. You know, that's what's helpful when you have experienced slot receivers like AP and Marco. You know, we're not an offense. We can push the ball downfield, but that's not really what our bread and butter is in terms of passing game, which also helps. And I think that frustrates defensive linemen as well. You know, you can have a perfect get off, a perfect first move, beat your guy, and the ball's already gone. So those two things will be important for us.
So with the strengths that our offense is not only one-dimensional.
Correct.
This is our strength, and obviously defensive players and defensive coordinators have to adjust to it, because we can attack on the air and also on the ground, and this is maybe our strength. And no, I'm super excited. I think this is gonna be one of the best games maybe this season of the whole league. I think two great teams are meeting,
and good and interesting matchups too.
Hey Voodoo, thanks for your subscription. Dankeschön.
You know, I think it's a little bit disappointing in a league basis that, you know, whoever played Vienna had already played Vienna twice. So you've seen that. So it's interesting that it's a matchup that's never happened before. And like Elias said earlier, it's a really interesting matchup in terms of personnel and scheme.
Yeah. Thanks, Voodoo. Yeah, I think also that, I don't say that. I heard it. Somebody said the team who wins that game will win the championship.
I don't know about that.
It wasn't me. I don't know where I heard it.
I think it's an open.
I think it was Lane Asher-Yapong, who does also the game reviews. I think it was Lane, former football player for Potsdam and a couple other teams, and he has a nice YouTube channel, and I think it was him who said that his thoughts are.
Oh, Achlane.
Yeah.
Achlane. Yeah. I call him Achlane.
That's the name of his channel, I think. The guy who reviews the
Yeah.
Because I think it's Achlane. Just Achlane.
Yeah.
But he calls himself Lane, right?
Yeah.
And I think his family name is Asher-Yapong.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like our basketball. We also have a basketball player. His name is Asher-Yapong. That's why I know.
related.
But
Maybe like the Sheldon Jet.
I think all four teams are very, very capable of winning the championship. I wouldn't be surprised if Barcelona finally pulled it off against Vienna. You know,
it's tough for Vienna beating a team a third time. It was two close games.
You can say that against anybody but Hamburg, right? So if we make it, it's going to be the same conversations. It is actually really difficult to beat a team three times from a psychological standpoint too. So I don't know if I agree with
the theory of no, but it's going to be, and also the Barcelona and Vienna game. They're gonna be the four best teams. You can maybe discuss if somebody else should be in there, but the four best teams of this year are in the playoffs, and both games are gonna be good football games. And
I think the league is, you know, obviously you wouldn't want the bottom to kind of fall off like they did, but between Rheinfire, particularly Rheinfire and Frankfurt being the top six.
Yeah.
I think everybody would have been happy with it being a 16 playoff too, and those teams getting in, and then additionally Berlin. So you have 7 really, really competitive teams, and it makes things interesting. I mean, we've been in playoff mode for 4 weeks now.
I think after 2 losses,
we couldn't afford a loss, and the one loss we did afford, we couldn't lose by more than a touchdown. I mean, it was like zero margin of error for a while.
That's true. Let's just, without going too much into detail, but it was mentioned a couple of times about the Vikings this weekend. There was this headline today. that the Vikings do not have a stadium for the moment, or can't play at their actually home stadium in the Generali Arena because of some issues with the local soccer club. And the Vikings have problems with the stadium for years. It's a very difficult situation in Vienna. Obviously, they own their own football facility, but it's not made for an ELF semi-final. And the situation in Vienna is not easy, lucky you know that. And the Vikings organization is always looking for the best place to be. They will find a solution, but it's on one side really sad that it shows, even if you play on the highest level of football in Europe with TV deals and everything, that still soccer wins against football. And yeah, tough for the Vikings, but the game will be played wherever. Yeah. And yeah,
it's tough too that it's a sport that's very demanding from grass fields.
Yeah,
which is why a lot of teams go, you know, especially college teams go to turf. And if you share the stadium with somebody,
especially because in the US it's in fall, winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the turf in the US is way different than here.
It's thicker grass.
Yeah, and you don't get easily turf bumps on that, so you can easily tackle someone.
Yeah,
but I mean,
only the top stadiums and the most professional stadiums have grass, and they have a keeper. They have like a whole staff just to keep the field, and you have stadiums where you roll the field outside so it gets sun. But most colleges that are probably more applicable to or comparable to the ELF work with turf because it's just more durable.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Cut. That's it. Hamburg, we are coming. I think we are ready. We're going to practice perfectly this week.
We'll be ready.
We got asked how and when we travel. We will travel, that we will arrive in time.
We're going to beat the street.
We're going to beat the street. We will arrive in time, when and how. And yeah, it's not part of this show. We have a good week of preparation, even that the game is on Saturday doesn't hurt, will not hurt us.
It's actually even better playing on Saturdays.
Yeah,
it's just my feeling. I just feel better playing on Saturdays than
it's
Sunday.
More football. Saturday is like
just football. Saturday you can do something on Sunday, recovery, and then Mondays whole week is starting again. Rather than just coming back on Monday morning with the away game.
For me and my private schedule, I've thoroughly enjoyed the Sunday.
Sean, your private schedule, you're a professional football player.
Okay, I understand.
True, but on Saturdays, I still have energy to give time to family.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, and
we have a game on Saturday, the Sunday.
Where last year, and then like it's a weekday that I'm trash, not a weekend. The day after a game, I'm useless most of the time.
Alrighty, Saturday, 2:45 p.m. Hamburg, Hohe Luft. I hope our Raiders hardcore fan base will be there. Support us, be loud. If you're from north of Germany and don't know who to support this weekend, come to Hamburg and support the Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And yell when they're on the field.
And yell when
their offense is on the field, I should say.
When their offense is on the field, exactly. And no, we already know that a couple of you guys are traveling. It's a long trip. It's 1,000 kilometers.
It's a megameter.
I
figured it out.
What is a megameter? 1,000 kilometers?
Yep.
It's a megameter.
It's a megameter. It's damn near a megameter. That sounds good though, don't it?
No.
Hound and I talked about it for the average time. So what is 1,000 kilometers?
Is it offensive nerdy things?
Yeah, and
it's not even nerdy stuff.
A million kilometers would be a gigameter.
Why you gotta
just think about that?
Good. Game will also be on TV, on Pro 7 Max and on the Game Pass, and also Pulse 24 will show it in Austria, so there's no way that you guys miss that game. Let's talk about Lucky Ogbevoen. Lucky, you are our guest today and we have some questions.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 22. I just turned 22 in July.
Oh, so
fresh 22.
You are a young man, born and raised in Vienna, Austria.
Yes, sir.
You started playing football in Vienna.
Yeah, for the Vienna Vikings when I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm. And then there was a situation. I don't know if have you been on the staff where we lost against North Rhine-Westphalia with the national team?
That was the year before.
We lost the game because of him.
I remember.
No.
Yeah, we did.
Because
I don't remember anymore.
You couldn't play the bootleg or something.
No,
like
he didn't hold the how you call it? What is the word? The outside contain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The quarterback just bootlegged for like 6 touchdowns.
And we
I
were,
remember watching
and
the film.
we got the touchdown score. I was the head coach of this team, and that was the first time I heard about Lucky. Lucky was a really, seriously impressive player, also in young age, very athletic, very fast, very present on the field. So obviously he was in this All-Star team, in this under 15 at that time All-Star team. We played North Rhine-Westfalen All-Star team, and we lost because somebody couldn't hold his outside contain. But nevertheless, Lucky, how fast did you recognize that you are a good football player?
I would say I never realized it, how people next to me realized it, because I just played the game how you should play the game, and just like watch film, be prepared. Coaches are gonna be put you in the best position to succeed, to make the play. So I just played the game. I never realized how good or how of a game changer I was till last year.
Yeah. So you went then,
Till last year?
Till last year, yeah. I had my last year. I had my military service. I had to do my military service. So during COVID and all that, I did my military service, and season, like last year's season was about to start, and Coach Chris just called me and said, "What's up? What's going on with your situation?" Because like I didn't play in the Corona year, 2020, season, where they played the best of 5 versus Graz.
Yeah.
So I just let that. I just said no because like COVID was going on, and I didn't want to risk my family, because my dad is also already pretty old. Not that old, but already getting older.
There's plenty of reasons to avoid that.
So, and I had a big family, and I was always at home.
Yeah.
When it came for practice, so I just said, "Nah, I'm not gonna risk everybody else just to play football right now." So I just skipped that, and then I just started my military service, and Coach Chris just called me and said, "What's your deal?" I said, "I'm just doing my military service right now." I was in my bunk bed. I just got a call. Like, I just got my ass whooped from all of the drill sergeants, just climbing shit. And Coach Chris just asked me, "Yeah, what's the deal?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just doing my military service right now." And he said, "Yeah, you want to play again?" I said, "Yeah, for sure," because like I missed playing football. I just missed like having practice, coming to practice, having a chat with your friends, but still being locked in for game days. So short story.
This was the moment where you recognized, "Hey, I'm good. I
No,
might be
not-
good
I'm
in that
good,
game."
just I missed football, and then when I came back, it just felt natural to me being on the football field. So that where it just started clicking, and even though I was like away from the game so long, just a year, but feels long, I still made plays. I still put myself in the right positions. I still had a good know-how about how to play defense, and just there it started clicking. And then just seeing people game planning against you, you say, "Okay, I can literally destroy a play." So that's when it started. Like I'm pretty good at it.
Nice. When you talk about your family, obviously your older brother, who's not that so much older, but who was pretty early part of the first team in Vienna. I played against him a couple seasons, and he was already a very, he wasn't that fast as you, but he was a part of maybe the best linebacker group the Vikings ever had.
Yeah.
And they were a problem in total, and he was a hard hitter, and it was almost fun to play against him. So Precious, if you're watching it, nice that you're still playing. I'm retired now.
He's not that old. He just turned 26.
Yeah, but he was, I think, with 16 or 17 already part of the Vikings. Yeah. And also your younger brother is a successful basketball player in the national team. So the Ogbevoen genes are sport genes. Are your parents also athletes?
No,
No,
just regular. Just my dad is a pastor.
Yeah,
On Sundays. Yeah,
cool.
as I'm a Baptist, so he just had some sermons coming on, and I always helped him with it, with just like the documents and making a presentation. So that's pretty cool. It was just like bonding moment, you can kind of say.
Nice. So then last year you played for Coach Chris and the Vienna Vikings in Vienna, and when the AFL season was over, you followed a little bit the way of of Precious, because he was already in the ELF with Frankfurt. He's an ELF champion.
Yeah.
And then you said,
That's
hey,
what we're gonna
AFL
be this
season
year.
is over. There's still football going on in Europe. Let's go to Stuttgart Search and continue there.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
After the Austrian Bowl, I got a call from Coach Andy Meyer, who's right now with Frankfurt as an assistant defensive coordinator. And he said, yeah, what's your situation? The same thing like Chris.
Yeah.
Like, would you come down to Stuttgart and play for us for the remaining of the season? And I was like a little bit hesitate, because like I just played a whole season and went to had my military
By whole
service.
season, it was what? Just 14?
I think it's 12 regular season games.
And then CFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
A national team, maybe?
Yeah.
And national team and all that, and I was like, do I want it? But like seeing how the ELF was going and everything that also my brother was playing, I said just try it out, just give it a try. So I just signed everything, did all the paperwork, got my
Player card there.
yeah, player card and doctor's appointment, already checked it all out, and then next week I was in Stuttgart.
Oh, nice.
For the Stuttgart Search. Yeah.
Nice. And couple of months later, you stepped through these doors here and
Yes, sir.
became part of the Raiders.
Yeah.
As a Vienna, Vienna-born guy, big city life, how do you feel in little Tyrol, little Innsbruck? How was the cultural change?
I wouldn't say it was that big for me, because like I don't live anymore in Vienna, in the city. I live around Niederösterreich, just
okay.
outside of Vienna. So I'm more a farmer's boy last 2 years, so I already knew how it is. And
Do you want to say we all farmers here in Tyrol?
no,
I live
no,
literally
no.
right next to a farm.
It's just
No, man.
it's just the city is so small. It's just like it's too small to be like, if you're from the city, it's very small.
Yeah.
Rather than having Vienna, it's just like big city. Wherever you go, you see people. And here you see the same as people.
Cows.
And
Just
cows. And
But do you like it? Do you like the nature? Do you like the this? Because people say about Innsbruck often that it's a small town by inhabitant, but it still have kind of a young or a cool flair, because there's many students, there's some cultural life going on, some clubbing and some things. Or how would you say?
For me, it was the perfect fit, because like you have everything nearby. You don't have, like in Vienna, you just need 30 minutes to go wherever you want to go. So I just had a field practice there, just 5 minutes walking into the office, just talk to Coach Jack and all that. Then I just go home, 10-minute, 5-minute bus ride. And you don't lose time as in Vienna, just leave 30 minutes for a doctor's appointment, go there, then you're going to be there 2 hours and then come back. You already wasted 3 hours just for that.
There is not only football in your life, there's also your studies. You are studying biology.
Yes, sir.
For me, biology is always like nature and animals, but that's not true, right? It's more the chemical and like these the things which normal people don't understand.
I would say it
The study of
depends.
bio-waste.
Yeah.
It depends. It's a mix of physics, chemistry, and biology. Biology is just like body-wise, your own body, then nature, like and insects and animals and all that categories, and just a whole
Why
lot
biology?
of
Why
my
not
goal.
sport, or why not? No, I don't know. Why biology? It's like
Like-
Sebastian Shaw, physics. How can you start?
Well, Sebastian's a big time nerd.
or Melcher, same physics.
Big time nerd.
It all started actually because like in high school, my teacher for Sportkunde just said to me, you always have to have a plan B. like if football doesn't work out, or if the sport doesn't work out, you have to have a plan B. And yeah, and because of that, I just tried to find something what I like, and it was biology, nature. Or what I want to study right now is marine biology. Just being
Innsbruck,
out,
perfect place for that.
yeah, being out in the sea and just finding just research, just yeah.
Interesting, interesting. There's maybe you know him, Mark Lehmann, famous German marine biology scientist.
I think I
he
read
was
something about.
he was the boss of a big aquarium in North Germany, I think the biggest in Europe, and bought all the fishes from over the world. And then there was one day where he changed his mind, and now he's more into I would say saving the animals and researching how to.
Yeah, I'm also not a big zoo guy. I don't like zoos. I feel sad if I see like animals not in their natural habitat.
Exactly, that's not right that they are in prison. But we are we are facing almost the end of the hour, but and we have a couple more things to do. If you guys have a question to Lucky, then please write them in the chat. Sean, you played against Lucky last year.
Oh, no.
And because now we heard a little bit his story that when he recognized, oh, I might be not that bad in this sport. I can remember days when I walked into the coach's office, you were watching film and making a plan. Okay, Lucky's on that side. Okay, where should we go? Was it?
It's not true.
I think it's not true, to be honest. Because like before that, I wasn't the key factor for this. I didn't see myself as a key factor.
Nobody were a fast rusher who can, like you said, destroy a play. So you always try to go away from the on the offensive side. You always try to go away from the. How you say?
Well, last year he played in the middle of the defense, which I don't think was his natural fit. You were actually a bigger problem for us when you played nickel. Cause
you think so?
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I don't think your natural position is playing in the box.
Yeah, I just like I think last year I played a bunch of different positions, to be honest. Yeah. Like I started playing D-line versus Rangers and versus the Dranks because like we missed some D-liners. And up that Ugo said he wasn't feeling well. He just pulled his hamstring, I think, or had a quad injury. So I just stepped up and played Mike. And
but what I wanted to question, how was it to play against him, and how is it now to have him on our team?
Lucky and I had a very special relationship playing. There was a couple guys that I really enjoyed playing with or against in the AFL. Lucky was one of them, because when you're playing against a guy like Lucky or Leon or Schnorr or a handful of other defensive players in the AFL that were talented football players, when you're a competitor, you always going at them, right? But your competitive energy comes over, and I was always in Lucky's ear. Lucky was always in my ear. I did the same to his brother. You know, any players that I really respect, I do the same thing to Kyle Kitchens from last game, or anybody, or AJ or whoever, you know. So it was really enjoyable, and it was really always enjoyable to play the Vikings. It is always enjoyable to play the Vikings because you knew that they had talented players. They knew that they knew what they were doing, and you knew that you had to bring your A game, no matter what, if you were going to be successful, particularly in Vienna. Mm-hmm. And so we always were just going at each other the entire game, just talking, and it was always really enjoyable. And then when I heard there was an opportunity that potentially he joins the Raiders, I was also very, very excited because you want those guys on your team ultimately, right? Like you want to load your team with the biggest not even the most talent. Like talent is one thing, but competitors, the guys that play the game the right way, right? And that's why it was really, really exciting to hear that was a possibility and that it came to fruition, because you want to load your teams with competitors. And actually, Lucky talked to me mid-season, and it was before the Leipzig game, actually.
This year.
And talked to me. He's like, hey, you know, like, in an essence, it was like the way, to summarize it, it was like, I want to see that old competitor back, the one that used to go at him, because it wasn't always there at the beginning of the season. And that actually helped me kind of raise my level in the second half of the season as well, because he was right at times. And you want those guys on your team.
So you push each other.
Exactly.
You as a competitor, you push each other when you play against, and also now that you play with each other,
exactly,
to be a better player or athlete or whatever. Nice to hear that. Lucky. There's a question from Silent Raider. Does your Instagram name Efosa Kanse have a special meaning?
No, it just like Efosa.
It just makes it really hard to find him on Instagram.
Efosa is my middle name. My whole name is Lucky Efosa Ogbevoen, and Kanse is just cancer because like I was born in July, so I just combined them.
Mm-hmm. Nice explanation. And Jay in Tyrol is asking, Lucky, how did the Raiders welcome you coming from the Vikings?
I remember my first day meetings. I had a purple durag on,
which was so stupid.
And like for my sake, I didn't even know I had it. It was purple, like because like I always wear it. I just didn't came into my head that I had a purple durag on, and I just stepped through the door. And Coach K just came in and said, "What the fuck are you wearing? Take that off." And I just saw my reflection on the window, and I just said it was purple, and I said, "Fuck," and I just took it off, and that was my welcoming moment to the Raiders.
But in total, I think since we have so many players coming up from a lot of teams, it doesn't have any,
I think,
meaning.
No, I think the Raiders Vikings rivalry in certain ways is overstated, particularly when it deals with individuals.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing but the utmost respect for that organization, but I want to beat the organization, the team, every time I play them, just like every other team.
But not against any individual.
No. So when that change, and I would expect it to be the same when a Raider goes to be a Viking for whatever reason, life scenarios or whatever. I would expect the Vikings to treat that scenario the same way, because it's ultimately one community.
Yeah. Another question to you from Elias: which game was the biggest challenge for you this season?
Biggest challenge, I would say Vikings. Because like I had a lot of friends playing on the defensive side, playing in the ELF, so I would say the Vikings game was
also mentally right to play against his old friends. I think in total.
Yeah, for the offense, they had new offensive like players. I think the whole offense was new, except Milanovic, maybe left tackle.
Vegan brothers.
Yeah, Vegan brothers and so. But like, luckily I didn't have to play offense, so I was a little bit good, but it was pretty hard playing against your ex club.
Yeah. Good. To learn a little bit more about you, we have this Entweder oder Fragen where you can only pick one. Let's start. Comedy or drama?
Drama.
Dog or cat?
Dogs.
Chocolate or gummy bears?
Gummy bears.
Backpack or suitcase?
Backpack.
Soccer or Formula One?
Soccer.
Austria or Rapid?
Arsenal. Gunners.
Arsenal. Okay, good choice. Mercedes or BMW?
Mercedes.
Making a puzzle or watching TV?
Making a puzzle.
Really?
Yeah. Because like I already watched so many TV series.
Yeah, you and my daughter have a lot of common.
No, it's just like I already watched like everything, and everything is the same. And even my girlfriend is trying to get me watch the same, because like we start something and then she didn't want to like watch it alone, so she always like tried to get me into watching it, but after one episode I'm out.
So I have a tough time sticking with shows sometimes.
You either grab a book.
Yeah, I rather grab a book
then watching TV. No.
Yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Bike or car?
Car.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Partying or chilling?
Partying.
Yeah, I can tell with your wine and your puzzles.
Nah,
Let's go.
Let's have a
Let's
party.
get it.
I have the
Thousand-piece puzzle and some Chardonnay.
you know, but it's very rare. It's very rare for me to go out.
True.
So as an athlete, you never go out because like on Fridays you have practice, and then practice you go home, and then you just rest, and then on Sundays you can't go out really. So if I have the opportunities to go out, I'm gonna go out.
Black or white?
Black.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Mountains or ocean?
Ocean.
Vegetables or fruits?
Fruits.
Chaotic or being organized?
I'm being organized. I would say not.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Impulsive.
No, I wouldn't.
Impulsive.
Nah. I want things to be in order, and it really has to be like this.
So it makes you nervous that everything is here.
I wouldn't say I have OCD, to be honest.
That's
I
not
wouldn't
very
say,
OCD.
no, I wouldn't say I have, because like I had the same thing with my girlfriend, and she said you got some OCD like traits. I said, nah, I just want things to be in order, because like I can live in chaotic, but still it has to be some way. Like how I do my bad, it's just like everything has to be in order.
You can tell the audience then when you walked in that you said, "Hey Paul, can we put the keyboard and the mouse in 90 degrees together?"
I didn't say that. I didn't say
And
that.
you got really nervous, like, "Paul, can we please put the keyboard in 90 degrees?" Whatever. Traveling or staying at home?
Traveling.
House or apartment?
Apartment.
Preparing food for yourself or ordering?
Preparing food.
City or countryside?
City side.
Having cold or sweating?
Sweating.
Basketball or football?
American football or basketball?
American football or basketball?
American football.
Cheerleading or cheer dance?
Ooh. You never watched the show before?
Your answer can hurt feelings. I can say that.
That's why I didn't want to answer. I want to plead the fifth. Actually, for that.
Please
It's
stay in
like-
the picture. You falling out of picture.
I think both, like, you
there's
can
no
compare
both.
it. You can compare it. Cheer dance.
Just
You
pick
don't
one.
have to compare it. You just have to pick one.
I would say cheerleading.
Okay. To all the cheer dance ladies.
I'm
out there.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Elias, yeah, you have to join your own show, right? That's why you're leaving. Thank you for your words. But we still want to answer your question. Who will be the Super Bowl champion this year? Las Vegas Raiders?
Kansas City Chiefs.
I would say Buffalo Bills.
He wrote, not Bills, please.
Yeah.
Good. So we answered that question, and this brings us a little bit to the NFL topic. Last topic with you, your IPP invitation to London. Like we said at the beginning, it makes us super proud that you are going there and represent Raiders, Austria, and European football. How proud are you yourself?
I was very proud to get the invitation, because like that just reflects on how well I played this year, and how well of a game changer I can be, and that I should be a participant in the NFL International Pathway Program.
So the slogan "hard work pays off" is in your case absolutely right, because you're a hard worker, you're an athlete, you do everything what you can, and you maybe gonna follow the footsteps of Sandro Blatzgommer, Bernhard Zajkowicz, and all the other IPP athletes. Yeah, we are excited. On the one side, we wish you the best, that you make it. On the other side, we would be sad that we lose you. Chiefs, come on.
Family's from Kansas City.
Okay, last part of the show. Our Spotify playlist. Sean, you were already...
Yes, Life Jennings Must Be Nice.
What happened now?
Please.
Pirates Cove. I know, we're here. So, what?
Life with a Y.
The why?
Yeah.
What is it? What is that? This?
Von Upsilon.
Huh?
for life in English, but instead of an I or a Y.
Like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Jennings. Jennn. Top one.
Must be nice.
Yep.
Good. Didn't heard about the artist. I have to listen to it.
Will you challenge me to?
Yeah, that's why I'm super excited that you choose something which is not maybe on the radio. Your song of the day.
Einladung Tirol.
Song of the day.
Should be.
It gotta be Rihanna Umbrella.
Ooh.
Oh,
My umbrella.
I wrote it wrong. So it's
yeah.
Jay-Z.
JC, yeah, that's a good. That's how I start my walk to the stadium.
Oh, it's a great song. I have some good memories about that song. There was one night.
Elaborate on
Why?
it? No.
Or Paul.
Awesome.
Good memories.
Yeah.
What do I didn't prepare it. What is a good one?
We'll pick something different than the rest of the songs.
No, I take from Muse the Nights of Sidonia. Great song.
Streak continues.
You heard about the band at least.
I've heard the band.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And if you hear the song, you will know it.
Maybe.
Pirates Cove. So, gentlemen and ladies out there, if you want to have 7 hours,
Gentlemen.
7 hours.
7 hours of the best music collection you can ever find on Spotify,
On your way to Hamburg.
on your way to Hamburg, you have to listen to our Pirates Cove Spotify playlist. Here is the link. Listen to it and enjoy it. Next week, we might do a bye week too. No matter how the game ends, we obviously win. We will inform you on our social media channels.
Yeah.
Depends on the situation next week. Let's see. I don't know how we practice and everything.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would imagine we would do
Normal.
Wednesday, Thursday at the very least.
But we will inform you. Thanks for watching. We're gonna send you over to football. I hope I get it done. How was it? Just win, baby. See you in Klagenfurt. Yeah, hopefully. Your last words.
Exciting times.
Exciting times.
Exciting times.
Lucky, your last word to the audience.
See ya. I'm doing the Schwanschaften. See ya.
I say exciting times.
Is
No.
there
I'm saying see ya.
any? How was it? How is the name of the
Baby songs,
football channel?
Football.
Football 21, right?
I think so. Yeah. That one.
And we're gonna send you guys over. I hope that works now with this command. Thanks for watching. We're gonna see us in Hamburg or next week with the show or in Klagenfurt or wherever. If you have any chances to go to Hamburg, do it. Support us. It's super important. We appreciate every support of you guys, all the followers, all the likes everywhere, the comments under the photos. Continue doing it. There will be a new episode of Inside the Raiders this week. Super cool episode actually. I saw some snippets and yeah, thanks for everything. See you.
Shout out Jordan.
Shout out Jordan Cornell.
John is making
He's doing a really good job.
Really good job. Really young, talented media guy of us. And yeah, thanks for watching. Good night and give some love to our friends from Football 21.
Juicy.
We have to wait. Jetzt reden. Jetzt.
Yes, right.
Viel Spaß. Ciao.